We dey wait for Chief of Army Staff to come commission the FOC wey dem approve for us as e don ready. Now, Oga Obaseki, Edo State Governor, talk this one when he received the General Officer Commanding 2nd Division Niger Army, Major Valentine Okoro, for his office for Government House, Benin City. Major Valentine Okoro contrary salute to Governor Obaseki and say belle sweet dem wella for the light wey dem dey enjoy sake of Osremo power plant wey e connect dem, and say dem come salute the governor for the better environment when he give them to work, and say they go always join body with Edo State government to end insecurity for the state.
Let me start by first appreciating your gesture to host me in this your magnificent call here today, despite the short notice we gave for this. As has been introduced, I recently assumed command of 2 divisions, and I've taken up to visit formations under my command to familiarize myself with the operating environment. So that has brought me to 4 brigade responsible for Edo State. And having interacted with my commander and officers of the brigade, I want to express my appreciation, Your Excellency, for the very conducive work environment you've created for my officers and men here. I've been briefed about the efforts you have made to mitigate, particularly the problem with power supply in our cantonment, and I want to appreciate you for that. And other gestures that you have extended to the Nigerian Army here in Edo State. I want to assure you that on our part, the Nigerian Army will partner you in addressing the problems of insecurity in Edo State. We are fully aware of the pockets of insecurity, particularly in the fringe areas of the state. I'm sure Your Excellency is aware of the interventions that the Army has made so far in addressing these challenges. We will ramp up our efforts and making sure that your citizens and residents continue to live in an environment that is devoid of insecurity. The Nigerian Army wants to assure you that we will offer you professional soldiering in Edo State. We seek your partnership. We want to appeal to you to also elicit the support of the citizens in supporting our efforts by way of providing us information where we need them to be able to address these problems of insecurity as a creep. On this note, Your Excellency, as I said, the Nigerian Army is very appreciative of all your support. I also want to thank Your Excellency for having appointed one of us, retired Colonel Omomia, who is working on your state security apparatus, and we're actually enjoying the relationship with him. So thank you so much, Your Excellency. That's essentially what has brought me here.
Oga Obaseki come welcome the army officer to Edo State and say belle sweet them wella for the collab wey dem dey enjoy with Edo people to protect them, and country wey salute for the permission to army wey they take join body with other security agencies to train Edo State vigilante, and country wey salute give Chief of Army Staff for the approval wey dem take build forward operating base FOC for Eho.
A delight is to welcome our new GOC and his men on this courtesy visit to Edo State. I want to welcome you and say this is home for you, and we thank you so much for the kind words you have for us. We want to also thank your men for the support and the assistance they continue to render to us in Edo to secure our state. The brigade and the command in Benin and across the state, as you know, are very active participants in our security council and also active players in our security architecture. We have enjoyed a very, very warm and cordial working relationship with them. And that is why, for us, whatever we can do to make them comfortable, we will continue to do as a government. We want to thank you again and the men for giving the permission for the army to be part of the squad that is training our vigilante corps. We just passed out 1,500 men last week, and from inception, the military has been part of designing the program, helping us with the screening, and all the things that we need to do properly. We want to ask you to help us extend our profound gratitude to the Chief for the approvals we've received to build FOBs in the state. The FOB in Iho is almost ready, and we would like to, through you, to ask that he finds time to come and help us commission, what he helped us start at some point. I cannot tell you how much of a help that deployment has been to us in the state, because before that deployment, the incidence of kidnapping on that axis was, unfathomable. So we can see the direct benefits of having, the Army support our security efforts. We also want to thank you and also thank the Chief again. We hope that when he comes, we'll use the opportunity to do the formal foundation laying of the second FOB in Sobe, which is gladly approved, and also approving the operations which we have undertaken in that axis, which has been very, very successful. We have reduced the number of incidents of kidnappers and bandits in that area significantly. And we are anxious to commence building that FOB there so that the men can be stationed there permanently. Unfortunately, some of the bandits that were displaced, they have moved up north towards the Akoko area. And we've seen an increase in incidents in that axis. We want to thank you for the support, because we commenced this week another operation in that axis. And I'm sure you will help us also get more resources from the Auchi Brigade to support our efforts in that area. So this is to just say we are just truly, very, very appreciative of what the Nigerian Army is doing for us in Edo State in terms of supporting security efforts. We can go on and on and on and on, but what all of this have come to is to make Edo very safe. Edo is very, very safe. You can walk around the city this night without any of your men, and you'll see yourself. The city is safe, the state is safe. I want to thank you, tremendously for the work you have done, and to assure you that we will continue to cooperate and support you. There's a little approval I think we need. I'm discussing with the brigade commander to help, put in some more facilities for you in the Kanwa barracks, so that we can clean up the old Redmany property and clean it up. So we enjoy a very cordial relationship with the military, and we will continue to make sure that we keep that relationship going.
Other ogbonge people wait under for the meeting now. Secretary to Edo State Government, Osaradio Oge Esquire, commissioners amongst others. Make una not forget say, as we see am, na so we dey talk am, we know they collect blame. From Government House, Benin City, Aberoswagene Ejo, TMC TV News.